If I should wake, stand by, no, there is nothing left to hold. Lying here beneath this dark, there is nothing left to love, and it takes its toll. And it takes its toll.
Hello, everybody. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Happy Saturday. It's been a long time since I have gone live on a weekend. Feels kind of good. Awesome. Hey, Jesse. Good to see ya. Dory. Julia T. Always a pleasure. What else we got in here? Got 30 people in here. I'm so happy to see all my homies on the regular. Jeep Girl. Brooklyn. My girl. Brooke, it's always good to see you, hun. My shit lines. Ah, good stuff. Hello, Pointer Lover. And anyone that I missed, if you're watching the replay, welcome in. Take a seat, hit a like button for a girl like me who's just trying to make it on these streets. It's tough. So we're going to get into Michael Vaughn today, Summer Wells, Lita Keel. As brief as some of those may be, unfortunately, I hate that. But we will get into a little bit of that. And then the first thing that I want to go over is obviously there is a missing woman out of Hoover, Alabama. Her name is Carlee Russell. We're going to listen to the HPD news conference about what's going on with her gone missing. It's very, very weird circumstances. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there, my feelings and thoughts on it. All right. There's something wrong here. And the reason why I say that is because she pulled over on exit 11, mile marker 11 off of a highway in Hoover, Alabama, because she called in that there was a child walking on the side of the road, and then called her mother, who she was speaking with on the phone, telling them the same thing about what she's seeing, what's going on. There was a scream and then nothing. The phone line was still open, but nothing. There's footage out there. I don't know if you've seen it. Gray Hughes already did a great job covering that. Unfortunately, it's like scratching your eyes out sometimes listening to him. So I kind of understand why some are hesitant. So we'll go into it. So her name is Carlee or Carlethia Russell. She's been missing since Thursday, July 13th, 2023. She's 25 years old. She is a Black female with brown eyes, brown hair. Height is 5'3", weighs 150 pounds. And again, missing from Hoover, Alabama. No tip is too small per the Hoover Police Department. So please, please, please call 911 and let them know as much information as possible if you know anything. So let's listen to HPD news conference that came out, I believe, 2 days ago. Let's see. Yesterday, excuse me.
My name's Captain Keith Sescaliba. I'm with the Hoover Department. With me today is Lieutenant Daniel Lowe with the Hoover Police Department. He's the Investigations Division Commander and one of our public information officers. He's going to be reading for you guys a update in the case that we sent out earlier this morning. After this is over with, we'll email you guys a copy of his remarks so that everybody has that. After he's done reading the statement, there will be a brief time for some questions and answers. And with that, I will turn it over to Lieutenant Lowe.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for helping us get this story out today. I want to relay some of the facts as we know them so far and a few additional details that we've been able to uncover in this case. On July the 13th at approximately 9:34 p.m., the Hoover 911 Center received a call from a 25-year-old female on I-459 southbound near mile marker 11. She reported that she saw a toddler walking on the side of the interstate. After calling 911, the caller stopped to check on the child and also called a family member to report the same details. The family member lost contact with the caller, but the line remained open. Police officers who were already en route to the location of the initial 911 call located the female's vehicle as well as some of her belongings at the scene. They were unable to find her or a child in the area, and Hoover Police have not received any additional calls of someone missing a small child. Detective
I wanted to stop right there and I feel like this is some kind of foul play. What it is, I don't know. It's obvious that she had two witnesses, meaning dispatch and her family member that she called. I think I said mother, but I could have been wrong on that. I think it was a girlfriend of a brother or cousin, something like that. But I'll verify that here in a minute. But there's two people that heard her speak, and now she's gone, literally vanished, and her items were found close by. That is not a good sign to me. I don't think that is not reasonable to feel like there's something nefarious in her case. I do fear for her. I fear for her safety. My spiritual side is kicking in really hardcore, that I'm worried about her. I'm worried about it. I don't think it was a specific target. You're going to hear a lot of speculation about it being a police thing, a race motivated police cover up thing. Please don't make it any worse than it already is for her and her family. Do not take the bait on that crazy shit unless there's proof, right? So just please, this one case, I don't think that I'm wildly inappropriate with speculation on other cases, but this one in particular, like, it's even more bizarre to think that it's something outrageous. So
are currently investigating these incidents and are requesting the public's assistance to help locate Carlee Nicole Russell. She's described as a 25-year-old black female who is 5'4", 150 to 160 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black shirt, black pants, and white Nike tennis shoes.
brother's girlfriend.
Carlee got off
that's
work
right.
last night around 8:20 p.m. from a business at the Summit in Birmingham. She's also believed to have stopped to pick up food from a business at the Colonnade before driving towards Hoover on I-459, where she stopped near mile marker 11. That location is between the Galleria flyover and exit 10 for Highway 150. A single witness has reported possibly seeing a gray vehicle with a light-complected male standing outside of Carlee's vehicle, but we have no further information on that individual or the vehicle at this time. No piece of information is too small in this investigation. If you have any information, please contact Detective Brad Fountain at 205-444-7562 or Sergeant Drew Mims at 205-739-7274. You can also call Crime Stoppers of Metro Alabama at 205-254-7777 if you wish to remain anonymous. An anonymous donor has offered $20,000 for the safe return of Carlee Russell, in addition to $5,000 offered by Crime Stoppers. Again, you can call Crime Stoppers if you wish to remain anonymous, or you can call either of the investigators whose numbers I provided. The Hoover Police Department is currently partnering with many of our local, state, and federal partners in this investigation And we're very grateful for the outpouring of support from our local community as well as the law enforcement community. We will continue to provide periodic updates as we have them, and we'll utilize our Twitter account at Hoover PD to release any pertinent information to the public. We would also ask the community to keep the Russell family in your thoughts and prayers during this very difficult time. At this time, I'll take a few of your questions.
Do you believe that she was taken by someone perhaps when she pulled her car off?
We currently are investigating every possibility in this case. We're certainly leaving nothing off the table.
Was her car door left open?
I don't know the answer to that.
And is there any mentality that this child might have been bait, or if there ever was a child? You said there's no missing persons cases for children.
Again, with all of those details, we're leaving nothing off the table and no stone unturned in investigating some of these facts.
Are y'all getting a great deal of tips? There's a great deal of public awareness. I know folks are handing out flyers. Are you hearing from the public on this?
Yes, we are. We've received a lot of tips, and as each of them comes in, we are assigning investigators to investigate those and see where that information leads.
You may have said this already, but what are any other agencies assisting you, and if so, what are they?
Yes, we've partnered with numerous local agencies, too many to name, as well as federal and state partners. Pretty much everybody that we have a great relationship with in law enforcement is involved in this investigation.
Have you had any sightings of Carlee Russell?
We don't know. Again, when we get a tip, we investigate that and follow up to the best of our ability.
And I know that families organize their own search. Are the police doing any organized searches?
Yes, we have a myriad of resources. Everything we have at the Hoover Police Department, in addition to those partners, is involved in this investigation right now. As you said, the family is doing some searches as well, and we're maintaining very close contact with them in that process.
Do we know if Carlee had hung up, or did the dispatcher hang up when you guys had got that initial call?
Carlee was actually on the phone with a family member when the call was terminated. However, the phone line remained open, and we followed up from there.
But she had called 911, correct?
Yes.
So how did that 911 call in?
I'm not sure.
Is there a way we could get the 911 call?
I don't have that at this time to provide to you.
Family members said that they heard her scream before the line was left open. Have you guys heard that in your investigation so far?
The family has relayed everything that they are aware of to us, and again, we're following up with any information that we're provided.
The family,
Let's jump over to what the family has said so far, because they have been interviewed. And Nerdy Addict, shout out to him for posting this. These are the parents of Carlee, and this is what they have to say.
And the last time any of the family spoke with her was about 9:36 when she was on the side of 459.
Oh, I'm sorry. These aren't the parents. These are, I guess, they're speaking on behalf. Let me start over.
And the last time any of the family spoke with her was about 9:36 when she was on the side of 459 and had spotted the little girl or boy that she said appeared to be 3 or 4 years old.
Would it have been out of character for her to stop for a child like that?
No, she's known to be
She has the biggest heart.
and she has a big heart, and she does know not to stop for anyone, even a child on the side of the road. But she did call 911, and I think she kind of let her guard down, thinking that they were so close. And when she got out the car, she did tell my daughter-in-law, I can't just leave this little child on the side of the road.
Oh, it is.
Kinda
It is
explain
family.
to us,
Okay.
What made you guys come right here to Hoover, Maine, and just kind of gather around and try to figure this thing out?
Okay, we decided to come here because we live in the Hoover area. We actually live 5 minutes from here, and we know a lot of our friends and family live close to the area or nearby. And since she was last seen on 459, we wanted to try to gather everybody that was willing to search in one place so we could get the search going.
Or have you guys been calling organizations? I'm pretty sure a lot of groups.
Yes,
Yeah,
we actually
we're reaching out to
rode
Aaliyah.
from
We have a lot of state organizations that are on this. That's why we want to keep applying the pressure to keep this thing going. We really want this to blow up. We want the word of the day to be Carlee.
You got it.
We just want to have her back home safe.
Absolutely.
And
Now,
the last time any of the the last time
I am not a expert on trafficking, but I have done so much research on it since, especially Summer's case, but over time. And we're gonna finish this, and I kind of want to
Asked
go
if
over two things: trafficking setups, and also the dispatch that I do have. We'll play it.
it was possible to put out an Ashanti alert, I believe. Is that something that could have been done when you guys got the notification that she went missing?
So alerts of that nature are handled by Aaliyah, and we have provided all the facts of the case as we currently know them to them for them to review the case. And if they deem that to be appropriate, they will issue an alert.
Can you tell us who people should contact over the weekend as the search kind of continues?
Yes, I'll repeat the same numbers. The two gentlemen to my right are Detective Brad Fountain and Sergeant Drew Mims. They're with our Crimes Against Persons unit. Detective Fountain's number is 205-444-7562. Sergeant Mims is 205-739-7274. And again, Crime Stoppers of Metro Alabama is 205-254-7777. And you can call any of those numbers. They have people that either get messages or can return calls very quickly.
When police arrived at the scene on Thursday night, was her car running and was her phone located there at that location?
We did locate her cell phone at the scene. We're currently analyzing that phone to see if there's any information on there that could help us. As far as the condition of the vehicle, I'm not aware.
Have you ever had a stranger abduction in Hoover?
I would have to check our records for that.
How common are they?
Again, each case is unique, and this case is certainly a unique instance in our city, and we're doing everything we can to solve it.
Is there a staging area that you guys would be staging for searching or anything like that?
The police department is handling all of our resources internally, and if we need additional resources, we'll reach out to our partner agencies.
Does the missing woman have any mental illness history or any physical conditions that people should be aware about?
I can't speak to that right now.
Last question.
Interstate cameras matching some of the descriptions of a car. Has that matched in the area down the road at all to help y'all out?
We're currently reviewing any resources like that we have available to determine if there's any usable evidence from that.
All right, thank you guys, we appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name's Ken.
Couldn't get out of there fast enough. I don't blame you. There's some, sometimes there's just not quite
Captain Keith
answers to
Sescaliba.
questions.
I'm with the Hoover Department.
So this is the official presser, and there was something in particular. Look, sorry. Oh, officers were already en route to the location of the initial 911 call. So they were on the way. When she had called and she was on the phone with her family member, we'll just say that. And there was a scream heard by a family member, and that's where I feel like some setup happened, because it's very, very hard to leave a child wandering by a highway. So before we get into the dispatch call that I did grab, I wanted to just randomly Google, let's say, human trafficking ploy child. Common human trafficking ploys. I knew ploy was the key word here. So I do know for a fact that trafficking is a problem specifically in the South, running through Florida all the way up into Tennessee, and it branches off into these different areas. But I do know that the South, in particular, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, into the, North Carolina, South Carolina, up to New York, it's a problem. It's a problem everywhere, but specifically it is being very well known that busts are happening habitually. And let's see what it says. All right, so I know it's hard to read, I'm sorry. But it looks like here are some human trafficking ploys that are common for children and young adults. She was 25 years old, 26 years old. Blind dates, which is typically the most, for women, it's usually boyfriends that traffic them. And they even get married and are still trafficked for years. It's insane. Too good to be true offer. Like, hey, we've got a free photo shoot. We're just looking for somebody to come and hang, right? Parties and social events, social media, boyfriend, big one. Ooh, that's easier to read, isn't it? All right. Human trafficking. So there's a few. And that was updated in 2020. The sick tactics sex traffickers use to find victims. New York Post. As many as 90% of, would you please, New York Post? They're the worst about ads. As many as 90% victims suffer abuse long before they are forced onto the streets. They'll try everything. These traffickers will try everything. It's very simple. Hey, you're really beautiful. I love your hair. Let's take you to dinner. Da 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 da. But still, it's not as if sex traffickers rip the kids off the sidewalk and take them to a dungeon and chain them up, experts say. And I want people to understand that point so much because it is just not how it works. It isn't. Pimps use time to groom victims, flatter them, etc. The method is to try to put their arm around them and gain their trust and give them a place to stay, etc. So what I'm trying to say is vulnerability. Human traffickers prey on your vulnerability. And if that was the mother or father, I feel like it was who we just saw. I feel like it was. I didn't check the source, but she was saying that she let her guard down. She let her guard down, and she knows not to stop for anyone, right? So automatically, I'm like, all right, this is, in my opinion, a textbook ploy because it's late at night. You can't see very well. And in other countries specifically, I have seen news articles about a woman trying to save a child from danger, and they snatched her. It was in Europe, I believe. Yeah. And they snatched her and she was trafficked, and they haven't found her to this day. This was back in 2009. Or 2008, excuse me. So I really feel like this is something similar, or it was a ploy just to harm her. Not targeting her or anything, but whoever it was going to be harmed. For her not to be robbed, there was nothing, her AirPods, her Apple Watch was still there. Her purse was still in the car. There's an eyewitness of maybe a male, light-skinned male. I don't know, That's the problem. Thank you, Shani, for your super sticker. I appreciate your super chat. Thank you. For the lurkers in the back, look at all this money I'm making off the backs of the missing. Isn't it horrible? I'm just, not about, it's nothing to do with being literally told by her family members to do what you got to do and put her name out there. I'm sure they're horribly pissed. All right. What did Millennial say? Only thing about the tweet is that I don't know how the stalker would have known she would have stopped for the child. I think it wouldn't have mattered. I don't think that whoever this person or persons are that took her, in my opinion only, I don't think they cared who it was. Preferably a woman. Typically, women would. Men would probably call 911 and be on their merry way. I mean, they're just a little bit more less sensitive than a woman, I guess, with a child. But in my opinion, I think it was in their favor for her to be a woman pulled over to harm her in whatever way that is. It could have been a robbery gone wrong. It could have been, hey, I was going to rob her, but she fought. She fought like the dickhead. I don't know. Thanks, Pointer Lover. Oh man, I'm gonna get it today, aren't I? Exploiter, you are monetized. Oy vey. Thank you, Pointer Lover. I appreciate all of your support. Monetized or not, it doesn't matter. I'm just glad everyone's here. Please spread the information about Carlee Russell. I truly feel she is a victim of foul play. And it's everybody's worst nightmare, especially women. This is one of her pictures. I have a few other pictures that we could share. She was holding a baby. It's not her baby. I think it's like her brother's maybe. Not exactly sure, but she looks like a sweet girl. I think they said she was wearing braids. And so it's not I think it's a family member. Yeah, Talitha. This is a picture of how Carlee looks with braids, but it's not braided exactly like this. But I think that it's good to have at least some picture of what she was actually looked like, because women tend to change their hair a lot, you know. And depending on the day, I mean, there is a stark difference there. Like that's another photo of her. So this one seems to be the most accurate per the family. So share, share, share. Please, the sooner the better. If somebody sees this and can tip something in that they saw, the better. Happy Saturday. Well, here's my thing. If you need some money, you ain't got to cry about it, honey. I can help. You're that hard up. She is beautiful. And she really does seem like a sweet soul. As people have been saying, just the energy from her, right? So, all right. That's really all we can do besides listen to the dispatch, which is firsthand, like direct fact of what happened. The dispatcher is a witness, if you will. And we need to listen to it so that we can avoid the speculation that we all know to be very detrimental in cases. And this is why I always believe that dispatch and scanner information should always be public, because this is the first true display, if you will, of what ever happened when someone calls in. So let's listen.
71. 42. 71. It's going to be 459 South, mile marker 10. It's going to be a child walking on the 3 or 4 year old child walking on the side of the interstate next to her. RP's going to be close by in a red Mercedes sedan with the hazards on. Child's going to be a white male wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper.
Okay, so let me rephrase that. It was at the very end of the 30-minute, section of dispatch. So what did she say? She said, or the man said, mile marker 10, so probably right before mile marker 11, because that's what the detective said, or put the police detective. So mile marker 11 is that's probably when she called 911, and she ended up at mile marker 11. So she started out at 10, slowly looking. I don't even know if she was on the side of the road at the time. It seems like it since the dispatcher said it. Then she kind of creeped up onto mile marker 11, and that's when she stopped. So that's what we can deduce from that so far. Let me know if I misunderstood that.
I have a patient. 440. 1011 on extradition.
You should have retained my vehicle for the moment. 2814. Let's go.
$442 for 71.
42.
71. It's going to be 459 south, mile marker 10. It's going to be a child walking on the 3 or 4 year old child walking on the side of the interstate next to her. RP's going to be close by in a red Mercedes sedan with the hazards on. Child's going to be a white male wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper.
42 copy from Watson.
10-4.
Interesting. It was a white
738.
little 3-4-year-old toddler with a diaper and white shirt on.
State Tower has possession of that vehicle so far.
What?
I'll be giving one black male a courtesy ride from my location to Waffle House on Columbiana Road. My mileage is 843. I'm in unit 153.
132.
$442. RP's advising there's no cars in the area. Looks like the child's been abandoned on the side of the road.
42 copy. 42 traffic stop. Cross Haven Drive in the parking lot of Chick-fil-A. So, white Chevrolet Silverado, Whiskey Foxtrot Mike 756.
42, receiving.
$442. You're actually going to have to access from 31. They're going to be plotting just before the exit. 441, can I get you to head that way?
No, nobody
Even that way.
nobody reported a child being seen. So I wonder if it was a decoy of some kind. So we're going to pull up again using Nerdy Attic. Some video that he grabbed from WBRC Fox 6 News, and it kind of shows what went down. It's very pixelated. It's awful. It's not good. It's not good coverage on this, but let me start fresh. All right. So you're going to see Carlee creep up here. Let me get it to restart. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So you're going to see her come up. There we go.
Everyone, you still got him on the phone.
Negative, but she's said that she would stand by for police.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did that say stand by for police? She was going to stand by for police. I believe. So she was trying to help protect the child from getting harmed.
4-2, I'm getting 23.
10-4.
Is what it sounds like. Yep. So that's the reason. So I'm wondering if somebody was hightailing it potentially to her, if that makes sense. But you do see somebody on the side of the car here. It's hard to see right now, but you do see somebody on the side. And unfortunately, a big truck comes in and kind of the lights from the traffic and all of that stuff and the terrible pixelation makes it very hard to decipher. So anyway, she's creeping all the way up here. I wonder if potentially she had stopped
42,
earlier.
call the RP back. She's not at their vehicle.
Uh-oh. So they pull
10-4.
up. They can't find her. This was quick. This happened within 5 minutes.
738, unit mileage. Ending is 844.
Maybe
41.
maybe somebody got into the vehicle and kind of
CLA, red in color to Nicole Russell out of Birmingham, 10-11.
Now my mind is just racing because maybe she had already stopped before and somebody's just rolling up that car and it's not her.
438, updated the narrative. Be here telling like that.
10-4.
Sorry, it's loading. I got a lot of stuff running today. That's very interesting.
40.
You show the Burrell subject 95 indefinitely from this location.
So I'm going to keep listening to this until we can kind of get the full
42, November.
details
742,
of
21, 42.
Miss Carlee and the
10-4.
what happened.
437 Echo. I'll be updating the narrative.
10-4.
Yeah, Brooke. So she said she was going to stand by for police. Really has my mind just like going because she wasn't standing by. She was creeping up.
513.
And then they say when they get there, she's not here. They said she was. They said
Well,
she
we're
was
not
at.
getting the female to answer.
See,
42, I copy.
and let's see how far in. That's 9 minutes. This is 11 minutes in from the time she called police at 9:36. There is something wrong with this.
42, are there any numbers associated with the 28?
Yes, Crystal, we are speaking on for those who are just coming in or fast forwarding or whatever. This is a new case, Carlee Russell. She stopped at the side of the road to because there was a toddler that she felt was on she assumed it was a toddler. She called 911 to report that there was one wandering on the highway in Alabama and she vanished. So I was saying earlier that it looks like a potential trafficking or robbery maybe gone wrong, something like that, but definitely not good. And I feel like it's probably a setup kind of sting thing where they use a child or a ploy or something to get her. Yay! Hey, I'm glad you're here. I know this is not good. So I obtained the scanner dispatch audio, and things are just red flags everywhere.
10-4, that's the RP. We're trying to call her back. She's not answering.
See, even Crusty Crystal doesn't know the case, and she's on the same board as me. And that's no slight. Um, that's just her nickname now. Crusty Crystal, the recorder. Much love to you, girl. But yeah, I agree. I think it was a human trafficking ploy.
33.
Rico to 67 in the Alpha. Echo.
10-4.
511. I'm out to the interstate as well. Can you give me a description on the child, and were they southbound, walking southbound?
10-4. Southbound, walking southbound. It was a toddler, 3 or 4-year-old, wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper. RP arrived in a red Mercedes, unknown what the RP's description is going to be.
Copy. Thank you. 42, just be advised, her vehicle is unlocked, running. All her personal belongings except for her phone.
Her phone was
10-4.
missing. Is that what I heard? Let's go back. That's important stuff.
10-4.
Copy. Thank you.
Wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper. RP arrived in a red Mercedes, unknown what the RP's description is going to be.
Copy. Thank you. 42, just be advised, her vehicle is unlocked, running. All her personal belongings except for her phone.
Wow. So, hey, Mr. Eve.
10-4.
Don't be sorry. Yeah, abduction for sure. Mm-hmm.
Gravity by 211, command terminated.
Just bad feeling. I really hope they find her safe. I do. I really do.
Stop 1323 in area.
10-4.
Yeah, except for her phone. Her phone is the only thing that.
Can we start using the Atkins trim area? Just see if this child might have wandered from a house over there.
So here's the problem that I'm having. I'm going to pause it. The problem that I'm having with this is that now the police are having to search for not only a missing child, right? But her as well, right? Because of course you're taking the word that she saw this child. We don't know if she was forced to say that. We don't really know anything. But what we do know is that police believe there is a toddler out there running around and they want to do a perimeter. Which one are you going to do first? What's priority? So now you've got two investigations going on at the exact same time. And that is in my opinion, a trafficker's dream to have police scrambling around, not knowing what to do. So I am almost 100%, I'll say 90% convinced of trafficking or abduction of some kind with foul play.
10-4-34.
Control jail command. Patient's going to be retained in police custody. Command's terminated.
What's 19's case number 1015 times?
Case number 25089, repeating 25089. In custody time 2119.
The vehicle, the RP had just saw the child walking on the side of the interstate and had gotten out with it when she had disconnected.
Whoa. I don't like that at all. Let's go back. Let's go back because that don't sound right. Mm-mm.
The vehicle, the RP had just saw the child walking on the side of the interstate and had gotten out with it when she had disconnected.
Wow. Why would she disconnect the call? Why would she disconnect the call while trying to get the child? If it were me, I would have at least kept on the line so that we could still talk. So it would be very interesting to see if the 911 call had her hang up at that point. I don't feel like that would be a smart move from the dispatch perspective to tell her that at night. She's a woman, first of all, at night. What do you guys think? That's odd to me.
10-4. Nine 41. Do you have any body free?
10-4, 32, can you have that way?
We're good up here. You may want to send him to Nunley Pass and see if they can make contact with somebody there. See if we can find her.
745. Next dispatch when available.
4-5 copies, stand by.
2021 48.
So interesting comments. Yeah. She had just gotten off of work at 8:20. She went and got some food. She lived, from my understanding, she lives about
Units,
12
I believe
minutes
we
away.
located her Acton Trim Lane. Got a call about a female screaming with a child.
So here's the scream. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to back that up. Oy, oy,
42.
vey.
We located her Acton Trim.
Trigger warning, I guess, if it's something we might not be prepared for. I don't know. Let's slow it down.
Units, I believe we located her Acton Trim Lane. Got a call about a female screaming with a child.
42, we copy. Do you have an address?
Literally took the words out of my mouth. I was like, wait, what address is that?
It'll be Acton
He's like,
Trim Lane and Acton Trim Boulevard.
what is it? What is it? You're going to find out.
32, do you have an address?
It'll be Acton Trim Lane and Acton Trim Boulevard.
Ackentrim? Oh, God. I don't know, but I'm going to try.
41 over out.
Ackentrim?
10-441, be advised, the female screaming line disconnected.
I feel stupid right now because I don't know.
Who are you checking social?
Go ahead.
419-474491.
192150.
Thank you, Crystal.
3510 area code. Do you need me somewhere?
Or maybe it's Atkins. There it is. Just spelled a little different. That's all.
Dispatch 719. Social returns to DeSanko Smith, ON 10550975. Status is suspended as of March 2014. FDA cases out of Montgomery. Class ID, copy of 29 Charlie.
Go ahead.
Buffalo, Alabama probationer.
Does it give any more information?
Brown and black correction, a brown and black Ford F-150. She was on the phone with her daughter when it occurred.
Wow.
Dispatch 719, that's a negative.
Oh no. Look at this open area. Paradise Lake. They definitely need to be checking that right now. I hate to say that, but it's always good to check the water, you know. I just don't feel good about this. Be advised of email screen and line disconnected. So, somebody may have heard what was going on, and there was a child. It is such a trafficking setup situation. It sounds like, for sure. Yeah.
48 dispatch. Okay, 19 state number. 10
Is it possible that the bro's girlfriend thing?
19 state numbers 25089, repeating 25089, 1015 times 2119.
Maybe. Yeah, Cass. Maybe so.
2152.
Oh, I just feel awful.
Might go from there. Someone try to catch up on this other call roll.
And here's a potential exit, you know.
Suspicious vehicle 1432 Linda Vista Drive. Car sitting in the roadway for extended period of time. Occupants got out and looked at property and then got back in the vehicle or still sitting there.
Copy.
Check.
748 2153.
49.
If,
That camp 4.
if I could go search right now, it'd be right there. 100% right there. I hope that somebody who can search, that can access that, can go right now. Just in case, just to make sure. But here, look at this house. Sorry to whomever lives here. No offense to you. But maybe they know something. Maybe they can see, you know, did you hear anything? Just does not feel right. So, I don't know. Or, you know, maybe they went this way. Is this southbound right here? Or is this southbound? Let's see. So they were on southbound. That's north. So nope, it's the other one. It's the other side. So Atkins Boulevard is where they heard it. There it is. Just got lucky, y'all. So let's take a look at the area. I'm going to have to go on a I'm going to separate the live from missing children and hers. She needs her own. So I'm going to stop this live here in a minute and go to another live for them. So that she can get the focus. This is where it seems like she where her car was. Oh man, I mean, how easy is it to hide in there and like put a little child there? Nobody else reported it missing, or a toddler wandering. But at the original point of the dispatch call, I did hear that the road right there. There could have been a car over there parked on the other side on that Atkins trim who heard the scream and the toddler, right? Um oh no, it's just what's that? Oh, so I did a reading today. Uh I did a reading today. Ladies who heard the reading, what did I say? I kept seeing. I just wanna feel validated for once in my spiritualness, in my mediumship. What did I say I saw? I'll wait. But yeah, it was this metal. I kept seeing the metal, like off of those barriers. Yeah. So I bet you that's where she was at the beginning. Mile marker 10, or maybe it was 12. No, I bet you it was 12 and they messed up because she ended up at 11. That's what it is. That's what I think too, True Crime Thief. They also mark their victims' cars with tags. Yep, that's true. I am terrified for her. I really am. And I hope that they're searching with due diligence on both sides of this road. It kind of makes me worried about, I don't know. I still feel like it's over here. Yeah. Maybe not. They need to be searching that area. I hope they hear this. Because there's water. There's a few houses. There's a few exit points here. Maybe she was taken like on the other side, and somebody drove the car down a little bit further for some reason and then exited the vehicle and went on the other side to Atkins Trim where they heard the woman screaming and the crying, right? And they hopped over there. And these look like nice little homes over here. So, yeah, I feel horrible. But I really do hope for the best here. Let's see if there's anything else on the scanner. I'm going to end this live and then start the Michael, Lena, and Summer discussion.
40 cop. 48, 21, 53.
Where exactly is this call coming from?
The call's pinging in that location.
So,
10-4.
Kind of looks like an area that would be get out of Dodge, kind of. You could figure it out, even if you weren't from the area.
14, you can show me Echo, and Naksha's going to take care of it.
10-4.
it was a quick reading about Miss Carlee. But yeah, barrier. Like, but pieces of the metal of the
511,
barrier.
you want us to start seeing if we can get her phone number pinged?
Boom. So now we know pings are being made. I am relieved to hear that. So that's probably where I'm going to end it. I will release the video of clips of the entirety as much as I can so that you can come back and listen to it if you want to, so that you can sleuth on your own, if you will. But I appreciate you being here with me. Please, again, Carlee Russell is missing from Hoover, Alabama. She's 26 years old. Again, or 25 years old, rather. Missing on Thursday at 9:36. Disconnected with the dispatch to get the child that was allegedly wandering around. 3 to 4 year old white toddler with white t-shirt and diaper. Call disconnected, and a family member stated that she had called them to say the same thing, and they have not heard from her after she disconnected with a scream. So please pray for her and her family. This is awful. I couldn't imagine how they're feeling. But prayers go out to her. If there's anything that we can do on this channel for the family, please let us know. Reach out. We are here. All right, guys, as you say, as you know, I say, rather, drink your water, hug your babies, your fur babies, hug everyone you can in your life, young or old. And we really hope that she's found safe. Justice for Carlee Russell. I'll see you on the next live, guys. Thanks.